everything just changed for the Anaheim Ducks. The Ducks are in the process of becoming a powerhouse once again in the NHL. And I'm here to tell you exactly how they're going to do that in this edition of Ducks Digest. Hey, this is Mike Nelson. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are the newest Anaheim Ducks YouTube channel out there, bringing you daily content on your Anaheim Ducks. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. I want to thank those who have already subscribed. It's going to be an awesome upcoming season as we get into everything Anaheim Ducks. But let's get into the story. Of course, as we know, the draft will be this week. That's right, the NHL Draft is this week. The 2025 NHL Draft, which will be done in Los Angeles this year, in California. Kind of strange, right? The NHL Draft being done in LA, but that's how it is, right? I mean, who would have thought hockey in Anaheim, right? 40, 50 years ago, but here we are. NHL Draft in California. And for the Ducks, it's a big week. The Ducks, as we know, are a team that is hopefully done with their rebuild, right? I mean, I think that's something that everybody out there can hopefully agree upon. Comment below, what do you think? Do you think the Ducks are done with this rebuild? As we know, Joel Quenneville and Pat Verbeek, of course, the Ducks, head coach Joel Quenneville and general manager Pat Verbeek, both of them agree that the Ducks are in the process of becoming a playoff team, right? I mean, I think everybody out there wants that. The Ducks want to be back in the playoffs. They haven't been in the playoffs since 2018. That is 7 years ago this spring. It's going to be 8 years next spring. So yeah, 8 years. It's been way too long since we've seen an Anaheim Ducks playoff game. Unfortunately, in that 2018 playoffs, they got swept by the San Jose Sharks in the first round. I was at game 1 and 2. Not games I want to remember. But yeah, I mean, the Ducks are have a big week, right? NHL Draft. It's super important figuring out what they're going to do. But yeah, let's get right into the stories. We know the Ducks have 9 picks in 7 rounds of the draft this year, including the 10th overall selection after dropping a couple spots at the NHL Draft Lottery, where they had the 8th best odds of winning. So like I said, they dropped a bit of spots there when it comes to the lottery, but still a very good pick, right? I mean, number 10 is still pretty good. I mean, especially for the Ducks, they like that. They would love to have that pick right now. You would like to have the number 1 pick, but number 10, you'll take it. You will take it if you're the Anaheim Ducks, who already have, as we know, a lot of great players, right? They already have a lot. They have probably the best, the most complete. Like what this article said today from Newsweek.com. The Ducks have one of the deepest and most complete prospect and young roster player pools in the NHL. So any top 10 talent would be a luxury addition, right? I mean, they honestly have the deepest team when it comes to young talent playing in the NHL. The Ducks have done a great job getting these guys. Well, I mean, there hasn't really been anybody else to play, but some of these teams are, wasting away their talent in the AHL. The Ducks are not doing that at all. They are bringing their talent up, giving them, minutes, helping them, succeed, and we've seen some pretty awesome success stories. Mason McTavish becoming a star, Leo Carlson becoming a star, and Troy Terry, as we know, already a star. All these guys came up with the Ducks. The Ducks just traded away Trevor Zegras. That's a player that, got a lot of chances to become a star in the NHL. But, wish nothing but the best to Trevor, who will now be with the Philadelphia Flyers. But yeah, the Ducks have had a lot of young players play a lot on their teams the last 2 years. And that, I think the Ducks have to lead the NHL. I don't have the stat, but they have to lead the NHL in minutes for players that are under the age of 25. They have to lead the entire league because they have so many players playing at, basically, who are young players right now. They're really young and they're getting a lot of minutes, right? So wanted to talk a little bit today as I go to this next slide. Who are the Ducks going to draft at number 10, right? There's a few options here in this article. I'm going to give you the first one that they talked about, although I have another guy that I really hope the Ducks draft. But Roger McQueen is one of the players that the Ducks could potentially draft. This guy, they say he's a little bit kind of like Ryan Getzlaf, kind of a big guy. He's a physical player up the middle. He was only, of course, had injuries. He was only able to get 17 regular season games in the WHL last year, getting 20 points. He was able to return in the WHL playoffs, scoring a goal in 3 games, and then he suffered a muscle strain reportedly caused by overcompensation from his recovering back. He's said to be at 100%, but this is similar to what Caden Lindstrom suffered, a disc injury early in his draft season, and yet missing the entirety of his first post-draft season. So with that information, I'm going to have to pass on that, right? Roger McQueen, it's going to be a no for me, dog. I mean, I just would not draft McQueen because this guy has serious back problems. I mean, sure, the upside is there, the size is there, but with already having those back issues at a young age, it just does not bode well. For the longevity of his NHL career, it just doesn't look good. So if I'm the Anaheim Ducks, I would pass up on, Roger McQueen. I really would pass up on this guy, and instead, I would go with Victor Eklund. Victor Eklund is a player, a defenseman, of course, as we know, from Sweden. It seems like Eklund is not going to hear his name called in the first 10 picks. Despite his talent perhaps dictating his deservedness. When it comes to the top of the draft, general managers and front offices are more risk-adverse and tend to select players with desirable size and who could play premium positions. So Eklund is a smaller guy, but this guy is the real deal. He had 31 points last year, playing in Sweden, and then I got a chance to watch him closely this spring in the World Championship, playing for the Sweden. He played also in the World Juniors, which I got a chance to watch this past winter. He had 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points in 7 games en route to a bronze medal loss, to a bronze medal game in that tournament. But he was great for the World Junior Swedish team during this past winter, right? I mean, this guy was the real deal. That's when I got a chance to see him play. And, Eklund, I think, is a player that I think the Ducks should draft. I mean, I think Victor Eklund is the option for the Ducks. I really think that's the player they should go after. I know McQueen will still be available probably at that time, but I think the Ducks really should go after Eklund. I think it'd be awesome to get a defenseman. They traded away Cam Fowler, and they haven't really, replaced he could potentially be that Cam Fowler of the future. So I like the Eklund pick at number 10. That's who I hope the Ducks draft. Although I'm sure we're going to be getting more content in the next few days on who else the Ducks should draft. We'll be covering all that in this channel right here on Ducks Digest. Make sure to subscribe, and let's go Ducks. Woo!